Hey everybody, welcome to the Pox Show. I'm Mantus. I am your host of the Pox Show. Happy fucking New Year. Happy fucking 2022. I don't have a song written for this. Ha! So this is the year 2022. We are officially in the future now. It's Jetsons year and it's Soylent Green year. Which one has been the most accurate so far?
In the year 2022, nothing runs anymore, nothing works, but the people are the same, and the people will do anything to get what they need.
This is the police.
What they need most is Soylent Green.
The supply of Soylent Green has been exhausted. Return to your home.
Anyway, I can't start my day out, I don't know about you, without a fresh cup of adrenochrome. It's the best part of waking up. With babies in your cup.
I believe that Jesse was tortured for the drug adrenochrome. Adrenochrome is a chemical that our body produces when we are extremely fearful or have a lot of distress. It gives you strength, it gives you vitality. And the people that killed Jesse are harvesting that from other people. And when you drink it, it gives you euphoria and power.
Anyway, I know what you're saying. Mantus adrenochrome is made out of, the blood of tortured babies. And I get it. Nobody wants to torture babies. And personally, we have a no baby torture policy here at the Church of the Divine Pox. And I want to make sure everyone can rest assured that we do not actually do any baby torturing here. That's a policy. I have it written on the wall. All the employees have to look at the wall next to the all the labor info and our non-baby torturing policy. Very explicit. It's one of the conditions of employment here at the Pox Show. We don't do that personally here, so we basically get it from someone else. And also, our adrenochrome supplier is wholly woman owned. So another positive for the Pox Show. This brings me to Betty White. Obviously, she's 99 years old, dead.
So we've confirmed Betty White died of natural causes. Her agent told People magazine editors that she passed away peacefully in her sleep. It was over the weekend when rumors began to spread on social media. The 99-year-old had just got a booster shot before her death. However, White's agent said that is not true, and the icon's death should not be politicized.
Betty White, of course, 2021's final punch to the cunt for America and the world. Everyone wants to remember Betty White. She was the super old celebrity comic type person who told everybody to go fuck themselves. And just by being alive. I think she told Death to go fuck herself, but Death couldn't catch her, but 2021 sure could. Betty White was an ally. And when I say ally, I mean she put her fucking money where her mouth was, okay? You see, people don't know, because we don't get taught this in school, that after the Civil War, there was a protracted, decades-long war that racist white people fought against black people. And I mean, it was straight terrorism. You guys should look it up. You should look up all of the different wonderfully forgotten massacres that we don't even talk about. Talk about the Boston Massacre, which is some white people killing white people. And we don't talk about all the massacres that happen where a bunch of white people kill black people for the simple crime of just wanting to just hang out, have a job, feed their families, grow things, and just live their lives. Terrible. It's a terrible thing. You don't want that. Extremely resentful of the idea that black people could be free. And I don't want to, we're talking about black people right now, but let's be fair and say that, this war was being waged on everybody who wasn't a specific kind of white person. Is that controversial? Is that too controversial? Seems a little bit like CRT. Betty White put her money where her mouth was. Money where her mouth was. Yeah, that's right. That seems right. I'm sure you guys have all heard about this guy. His name's Arthur Duncan. He was a very talented dancer and performer in the 50s and later. He worked all the way up until the 80s and stuff like that. And the reason that happened was because of one Bethany White. I don't know if that's her. Is that what Betty's short for? Betty White was given a show, which was named The Betty White Show, and then it got picked up by NBC. And when NBC decided it was going to spread it out to the rest of the country, as you would do with a very popular show, there was a segment of the country, of the population, that just melted like little snowflakes at the very notion that you could have a black person who was extremely talented and not play, a black-faced minstrelly waiter or some sort of servant type person, and could be on a show in equal footing with everybody else who didn't look like them. That's rough. That's rough. Stations refused to carry the show because they were worried about their audiences, like faces melting. One might even call it a boycott. You could even call it cancel culture. I would say that white supremacy is the first and original cancel culture.
This portion brought to you by RDX, the safe way to lose ugly fat, yet still eat what you want. And Geritol, America's #1 tonic.
The corporations refused to sponsor the show, or they pulled their sponsorship because they were concerned that they would get some sort of like a brand hit by offending their white audience. You don't want to, you wouldn't want to take a hit, because then they're not, where's the money in that? Where's the money in taking a hit? And welcome to our brand new segment, the Mantus Midnight Movie Mania Madness. Mantus Midnight Movie Madness Mania. Roulette. Spin the wheel, Nancy.
It's the Betty White Show from Hollywood.
Well, we feel so good around here today. We're all sort of have a lot of excess energy to burn off, and we also have a couple of fellows that have just insisted finally. They said, if we don't get a chance to be on camera all by ourselves without the rest of the band, we're going to sulk, and we can't have them sulk. So Eddie Robertson and Rock Hillman have to come in and help me with this number. This is how we feel today. It's a good day for singing a song, and it's a good day for moving along. It's a good day. How can anything go wrong? 'Cause it's a good day from morning till night. It's a good day for shining your shoes, and it's a good day for losing the blues. Everything to gain and nothing to lose. It's a good day from morning till night. I said to the sun, good morning, sun. Rise and shine today. Oh, you gotta get going if you're gonna make a showing, and you've got to ride away. It's a good day for curing your ills, and it's a good day for paying your bills. So take a deep breath and throw away your pills, 'cause it's a good day from morning till night. 'Cause it's a good day from morning till night. 'Cause it's a good day from morning till night. I like that curtsy that Eddie does. It's real nice. And it is a good day today, too. Mondays can be one of two kinds. They can either be sort of difficult days to get awake and get on your way and get going, or they can be horribly difficult days to get awake and get going. So this is one of the ones that isn't quite so bad. Mrs. Arthur Peterson of Taylor Falls, Minnesota, sends in the farmer says, this is the laziest rooster in the world. And the city friend says, how do you mean lazy? Farmer says, he's never crowed in his life. He always waits for another rooster to crow, and then he stands there and nods his head. That's a silly picture department. And then from Perry, Iowa, from Rosemary Slater, we have the one about the little girl on the transcontinental train. She says, Mama, what's the name of the last station we stopped at? Her mother says, don't bother me. Can't you see I'm reading? Why do you ask? Because Brother got off there. And J. Melliker, I think, of Manitowoc, Wisconsin, says, the wife says, the couple next door seem to be very devoted. He kisses her every time they meet. Why don't you do that? The husband says, I say, do you think she'd let me? And today, you know, is an extra special day for us. This is Wish Day. And we always enjoy it so particularly because it's kind of fun to surprise small fry. And today, as every Wish Day, we have one of the youngsters from one of the children's homes around Los Angeles. And today happens to be a young lady, Betty Hartman, from David and Margaret's Home for Children in Laverne, California. Well, Betty can't hear me right now, but she thinks that she's coming on the program to make a presentation representing all the children of America to the representative from the British consulate in honor of Winston Churchill's birthday tomorrow. So she thinks that that's why she's coming over here, and she's going to have a little interview and make her presentation, and then that will be it. So from there on, we're going to see how many wishes we can surprise her with and how many of her wishes we can make come true. So stick around with us, will you, for a little while? It's always a lot of fun. And some of the children are, well, I won't say some of them, they're all tremendous, but some are a little bit more enthusiastic than others, and I don't know which are the most fun. I think sometimes the ones that are just flabbergasted and can't say a word are even more fun than the others. Let's see what kind of a little girl Betty is today. Oh, I have a riddle. What are you going to do? Anybody feel in the mood for a riddle?
No.
Well, that does that. We want... No, what's the difference between a sewing machine and a kiss? Now, don't all talk at once.
I know the difference, but you don't want that answer.
No, Bill, I don't think I do. Then, can you guess, anybody?
Stitching time saves 9?
Well, that depends on your point of view, but it could be. Anybody?
Just so-so.
Well, you're getting warm. Cliff, do you have any ideas?
Nary a one.
Well, one so seems nice and the other seems so nice. Honestly, you just would think these fellas would know. Wouldn't you think so? Thank you for we love all the jokes and the goodies and the serious poems and everything, but we especially like the riddles, too, because it's always a chance for us to be real smart and the fellas to be real stupid, because I've got the paper in my hand with the answer on it. Arthur, did you have a nice weekend?
Sure did. The usual weekend.
What's the usual weekend?
Well, a benefit.
Working.
I did something a little different. I rehearsed with a choral group that's going to do Christmas carols this Christmas.
Oh, wonderful. You're going around from house to house, or?
I think their plan is to go to hospitals and orphanages and things of that nature.
Well, that's a wonderful thing to do for Christmas season, Arthur. Arthur's all set for his number today. This is a fine number for him to do when he was rehearsing Christmas carols all day yesterday. Arthur Duncan and Sing You Sinners.
Sing you sinners, sing. Sing you sinners, sing. Sing you sinners, sing, sing, sing. Sing you sinners, sing. Sing you sinners, sing. Sing you sinners, sing, sing, sing. Sinners, drop everything and let the harmony ring up to heaven. Sing you sinners, just wave your arms all about. Let the Lord hear you shout for that music matters. Sing you sinners. Whenever there's music, the devil kicks. He don't love music. By that river Styx, you're wicked and you're depraved. And you also misbehave. If you wanna be, sing you sinners. Sing, sing, sing. Sing, sing, sing. Sing, sing, sing. I'm singing, I'm singing. Sing, sing, sing. Sing, sing, sing. Sing, sing, sing. the devil kicks his tricks. He don't know music by that river Styx. So sing, you sinner, sing, you sinner, sing, you sinner, sing, you sinner, sing, 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 you sinner, dance, 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 you sinner, sing, every morning and night. Sing, you know that things are right when you sing, you sinner, sing.
Arthur, that was just tremendous. Everybody was really going with that one. Did you hear Eddie Robertson? He just flipped himself completely. That did it. Woo! We have a communique here from the Drag Bottom and Tea Kettle Gulch Street Railway and Brewing Company, route of the Thunder Mug Limited, from Dorothy Bushy Bast, signed Dottie Bast from Canton, Ohio. And she says, Dear Betty, for the first time in weeks, I didn't have your program turned on today, and I've been informed by various friends that Frank Duvall claimed that I was his first date. This is rather an embarrassing situation, as I don't remember our first date, but I do certainly remember dates that followed. For instance, we used to go to Lowe's Theater here in Canton, where Herman Duvall, Frank's dad, was the orchestra leader. That was back in the dear old days of vaudeville. For the information of you younger people, that was the name given to the people that came right out on the stage in movie theaters and braved the audiences. And Frank used to sit there and criticize his dad and his orchestra for lagging behind the act then on the stage. He used to sit there and say, he's a whole beat off. Come on, Dad, speed up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you ever so much, Dottie Bast. You just never know when your whole past is going to be brought out around here.
The second half of the Betty White Show from Hollywood.
This is a song that takes you back to about a year and a half ago, just about exactly. See what kind of memories it brings up. They're not making the skies as blue this year. Wish you were here. As blue as they used to when you were near. Wish you were here. And the mornings don't seem as new, brand new as they did with you. Wish you were here. Wish you were here. Wish you were here. Someone's painting the leaves all wrong this year. Wish you were here. And why have the birds changed their song this year? Wish you were here. They're not shining the stars as bright. They've stolen the joy from the night. Wish you were here. Wish you were here. Wish you were here. Someone's painting the leaves all along this year. Wish you were here. And why have the birds changed their song this year? Wish you were here. They're not shining the stars as bright. They've stolen the joy from the night. Wish you were here. Wish you were here. Wish you were here. Wish you were here. Wish you were here.
Back to Betty White and Wish Day in just a moment. Right now, here's a message from Martin and Lewis.
Hello. I'd like to present my partner, Dean Martin.
I'd like to present my partner, Jerry Lewis. And we want to tell you about the job the firefighters are doing this Thanksgiving. A job in behalf of thousands of victims of incurable muscular dystrophy.
This is the terrible disease that paralyzes children and dooms every single one of them to an early death. And a cure must be found.
This year, the firefighters of America have volunteered to come right to your door to collect your contribution to help find that cure. Or you can send your contribution to Muscular Dystrophy, Associations of America, care of your postmaster. There are thousands of youngsters with muscular dystrophy. Don't let them die.
Fight muscular dystrophy, and please give when your firefighter calls. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right now, we have a gentleman that we'd like to have you meet. He's a guest on our program today, and we'd like to have you meet him right now, Mr. Ralph Richardson. Come on in, you, Mr. Richardson. How old are you, Ralph? 10. Is it all right if I call you Ralph? Mm-hmm. Is it okay? Will you call me Betty? Well, you know what I've been kind of wishing for today? I've been kind of wishing that a fellow would come on and sing a Christmas song. You know, we haven't had any Christmas songs at all on the program. Do you like Christmas songs?
Sometimes.
I understand you make up a lot of your own songs, don't you, Ralph?
When I'm at home, I do.
Have you ever sung on television before?
Mm-mm.
Well, it's very special for you to come on over here and sing for us. We really appreciate it. I hope you know that. Would you step up here and sing one for us? Mm-hmm. Ralph Richardson.
Silent night, holy light, all is calm, all is bright, round your virgin mother and child, holy is the so tender and mild, sleeping heavenly peace, sleeping heavenly peace.
So, the show got canceled. It lost its sponsorship. It was a very short-running show, apparently the shortest-running TV series to win an Emmy. So here's the thing. Betty White risked a lot for this. So she didn't, and she got her show canceled. So she risked her show, and she lost her show because of that. But here's the thing, is that she was pioneering in that sense. This was 1954. I want everybody to remember that, you know, risking something and being progressive on racial issues in 1954 was a big deal and not an easy thing to do, but Betty White did it, right? Because she's got fucking big balls. And what she also did was she allowed other people to be brave, right? Because what happened afterwards? In 1957, Arthur Duncan became the first black performer to join Bob Hope's USO tour. Bob Hope. Now, I don't know if anybody remembers this. Bob Hope, you know, he was old when I was young. But he was one of the biggest and most powerful entertainers in Hollywood at the time. And he did not think to put a black dude in his USO show until Betty White lost her show by putting Arthur Duncan on. Is he still alive? I don't know. Wikipedia. Arthur Duncan is alive. He's 88 years old. And he lives in Pasadena, California. Anyway, and then, you know, Lawrence Welk hired him as a regular performer, and he worked on the Lawrence Welk Show for 1982. Lawrence Welk, also no slouch in the entertainment industry.
You ask if I'm a North Caribbean, South European, Central Chilean. I figure I'm a Terpsichorean. My home is in my shoes.
you keep yourself so busy. We never really give our television audience a chance to see you. Will you just stand here and be quiet for about 2 or 3 seconds?
That'll be hard to do, but I'll do.
Thank you very much. There is a wonderful man.
Didn't have a black guy as a regular. Until Betty White. Betty fucking White. She risked a lot to be an ally. Right? So, I guess the moral of the story here is that it's 2022, 2022 in the year of our pox. And what are you willing to risk in 2022? And I mean really risk it, because you might fucking lose. Thanks for watching the Mantus's midnight movie, Mania Madness movie night. Midnight. I said midnight already. And, oh man, I hope you fucking enjoyed that, because I certainly did, in a very unironic way, and maybe a little bit of irony too. Oh yeah! If you have a weird short film, just send it to us, and we'll like look at it, and then we'll be like, hey, this is public access, and we can show whatever the fuck we want. And maybe we'll put it on the show. We can't give you any money for it, because it's public access. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this respite between all of the kind of weird religious stuff that happens around us. And although I guess this is technically religion too. Hail Pox! Am I right or left-handed with it? Hail Pox! All right. I'll see you guys later.